So I want you to be more honest in your communication. Now, don't get me wrong. I know you're not an out barefaced liar. I know you're not practicing deception around there. But actually, I think you probably are practicing deception, because I think we all, in our communication with those that are important to us, practice these small deceptions. I just won't mention that. I just won't have that conversation. I'll just let that slide. And this is a call for you, it's a call for me as well, to say, actually, have the courage of your convictions, have the courage and respect of the person you're working with to be more honest in those conversations. And I've got a few tips that I think might just help. The first place I'd start is to say, wait, but don't wait too long. I think sometimes in our communication, what happens is we're triggered by a situation, and before we know it, we're into it. We're yapping away, maybe being snipey, being sarcastic, being angry, whatever that might be. And sometimes, of course, the situation happens and actually we don't say anything then, and then the moment passes, and then we wait a bit longer, and actually we never quite get round to saying the thing that needs to be said. And it can either go away, or often it just lies there slightly festering, slightly tainting the relationship. So wait, but don't wait too long. The second thing I want you to think about is think how you feel. I'm very much a head person. I like to think things. I like to drift out in the future and to actually bring back and kind of reconnect with what's actually going on in the moment for me. How am I feeling in my body? Which of the 5 core emotions am I feeling? Mad, sad, glad, ashamed, afraid? Here's what I know. You don't have to share how you're feeling, but knowing how you're feeling will actually inform you more wisely as to the conversation that needs to be had. It's a paradox, but actually the people who are less connected with how they feel actually end up thinking less rationally about the situation. The third thing, and it's the third and the fourth thing, I'm going to combine these two together. It's to figure out what you want. What do we want to ask for, or what do we want to say so the other person can hear it? And actually, I'm going to ask you to go a little deeper than this. There are wants, that's the surface request, but behind all wants are some really fundamental needs. Things like connection and honesty and safety and joy and peace and autonomy and well-being and meaning. These are all the deeper needs we have as human beings that often are foundational to the more surface wants that we have. So this is kind of a 3-part tip, actually. It keeps growing. First is to get clear on what you want, because it's hard to know what to say unless you get clear on what you want. And one of the reasons you're procrastinating or being slightly dishonest about your conversation is you're not clear on what you want. Secondly, tap into the deeper need that want is indicating, because actually that will give you more of a foundation, more courage to have that conversation. And then the third part is actually to make the request, to ask for what you want and ask for what you need. Very powerful, powerful for you, powerful for the person hearing that request as well. I guess my final thing to say around this is, all of this has sounded perhaps a little touchy-feely to you. And I guess the final point I would make is, don't mistake for a moment this stuff being soft skills or touchy-feely. This is hard work. But the benefit you get is you get to show up to the people that matter to you, the people who you'd like to influence, the people you'd like to build relationships that matter with. And whilst that's a difficult thing to do, the benefits are immense. You'll be joining a small but mighty group of people when you hit the subscribe button, just down there.